AQ-400 Scythe. The AQ-400 Scythe is a Ukrainian long-range kamikaze drone built for deep strikes on strategic targets. Its airframe is constructed from milled plywood sourced from civilian furniture factories, making it inexpensive and fast to manufacture. This non-metallic frame also reduces radar visibility. The Scythe has a wingspan of 2.3 meters and weighs about 100 kilograms at takeoff. It carries a 43-kilogram payload, typically configured as a 32-kilogram warhead. Warhead types include high explosive fragmentation for infrastructure, thermobaric charges for maximum overpressure, or two strapped 122mm artillery shells as improvised munitions. The drone's launch method is flexible. It can use a short improvised runway with tricycle landing gear or a catapult launcher with rocket assist. Its ability to launch from concealed positions allows dispersed operations. Guidance is primarily via GPS waypoints, but to counter jamming, the Scythe includes a laser altimeter for low-altitude terrain following and an optical visual navigation system that uses terrain features to correct its course. In the terminal phase, the operator may take over for precision steering. Range is 750 kilometers standard, extendable to 900 kilometers with engine modification. Cruise speed is approximately 144 kilometers per hour, maximum about 200 kilometers per hour. The Scythe is capable of swarm attacks. One leader drone can navigate while follower drones autonomously trail, overwhelming enemy air defenses. FPV Kamikaze drones. FPV Kamikaze drones are small, manually piloted strike systems widely deployed along the front line. They are built from modified commercial racing drone frames, fitted with high-definition first-person view cameras to allow precise control through FPV goggles or screens. Payloads typically range from 300 grams to 2 kilograms. Common configurations use RKG, 3 anti-tank grenades, PG, 7 rocket-propelled grenade warheads, or custom-shaped charges. These payloads are effective against armored vehicles, machine gun nests, trenches, and fortified positions. Launch is extremely simple. FPV drones are battery-powered and hand-launched from anywhere. No runway or catapult is needed. This mobility allows them to be deployed from trenches, rooftops, or camouflaged positions close to the battlefield. Guidance is fully manual through the live FPV feed, allowing operators to fly at low altitude, weave through urban streets, navigate inside buildings, and even approach from blind angles. This manual control also helps bypass automated countermeasures. Range is generally 2 to 5 kilometers with flight times of just a few minutes, sufficient to reach tactical targets. Despite the limited range, FPV drones have been responsible for thousands of verified equipment kills, including tanks, artillery pieces, and even low-flying helicopters. Their low cost, often only a few $100s per unit, and high precision make them one of the most important Ukrainian kamikaze platforms. Punisher, UCAV. The Punisher is a small, fixed-wing, unmanned combat aerial vehicle developed by Ukrainian veterans for precision strikes behind enemy lines. Unlike true one-way kamikaze drones, the Punisher is reusable, designed to drop its payload and return for rearming. However, it fulfills a similar tactical role by conducting repeated precision strikes on high-value targets. The Punisher measures 1.47 meters in length with a 2.92-meter wingspan and has a maximum takeoff weight of 7.5 kilograms. Payload capacity is 2.5 kilograms, typically loaded as 3 interchangeable 75mm precision munitions. These munitions can be configured for high explosive fragmentation or heat, high explosive anti-tank effects, allowing versatility against personnel, vehicles, or fortified positions. The Punisher is catapult-launched from a portable rail system, making it deployable from forward positions without a runway. Guidance is via GPS waypoint navigation for transit and a stabilized optical camera for manual final targeting. This combination enables a circular error probable of approximately 4 meters, ensuring high strike accuracy. Cruise speed is around 28 meters per second, approximately 100 kilometers per hour, with an operational range of 45 kilometers and an altitude ceiling of 400 meters. Deployment preparation takes about 10 minutes, with relaunch possible in as little as 5 minutes after rearming. Operationally, the Punisher has been used for precision strikes on supply depots, artillery batteries, and small infrastructure targets deep behind enemy lines. Its low noise signature and rapid redeployment capability make it an effective harassment and precision strike platform. Beaver. The Boba, Ukrainian for Beaver, is a long-range kamikaze drone designed by Ukraine's military intelligence agency, HUR, for strategic, deep strikes against high-value targets far behind enemy lines. It has been extensively used in attacks on Russian infrastructure, including Moscow's business district and air defense installations. The Boba is a fixed-wing pusher-propeller design approximately 2.5 meters in length with a 2.5-meter wingspan. Its maximum takeoff weight is about 150 kilograms. It is powered by a gasoline engine, giving it a cruise speed of around 200 kilometers per hour and an endurance of 6 to 7 hours, corresponding to a strike range of 800 kilometers. Some missions have demonstrated close to 1,000 kilometers. The payload is a 20-kilogram KZ-6 shaped charge warhead designed to penetrate reinforced structures or damage military equipment such as radar arrays, command posts, or aircraft shelters. The KZ-6 has a focused explosive effect, making it highly effective against hardened targets. The Boba is catapult-launched from ground-based rails, sometimes with rocket assist. This eliminates the need for a runway and enables deployment from concealed or improvised locations. Guidance is primarily GPS and inertial navigation system for long-range transit, with a thermal or electro-optical camera used during the terminal phase. In recent missions, operators have manually guided Bobas to their final impact points, including striking specific components of air defense systems or aircraft on the ground. The Boba has been confirmed in high-profile operations such as the May to July 2023 strikes on Moscow's IQ quarter skyscraper and the July 2025 operation in Crimea, where multiple Bobas destroyed Pantsir S-1 air defense systems, radar stations, and a parked Su-30 fighter jet. Boba M. The Boba M is an upgraded variant of the original Boba Kamikaze drone, developed to enhance range, payload flexibility, and survivability in contested airspace. It retains the same long-range strike role, but incorporates refined aerodynamics, extended fuel capacity, and advanced terminal guidance. Physically similar to the original Boba, the Boba M uses a redesigned wing and fuselage shape to improve endurance. Operational range remains in the 800 to 1,000 kilometer class, but with greater stability at lower altitudes for terrain-hugging flight. The payload remains centered on a 20-kilogram warhead, but the Boba M supports multiple warhead configurations. KZ-6 shaped charge for penetrating reinforced targets, high explosive fragmentation for broader blast effects, thermobaric warhead for maximum overpressure against enclosed structures. Launch is the same as the base model, catapult or rocket-assisted rail systems from ground-based or mobile platforms. Guidance upgrades are the main difference. Primary navigation remains GPS and INS for long-range transit. Terminal guidance uses optical object recognition and high-resolution thermal imaging for precise targeting in the final seconds. These upgrades increase hit probability against high-value point targets such as radar antennas, air defense launchers, or fuel storage tanks. Operationally, the Boba M has been used for missions where precision is critical, particularly high-value strikes on Russian air defense networks and critical infrastructure in heavily defended areas. Its improved low-altitude stability and optical terminal seeker make it more capable of penetrating advanced air defense coverage. Ram-2 Loitering Munition. The Ram-2 is a Ukrainian-developed loitering kamikaze drone designed as a precision strike system capable of remaining airborne over a target area before diving onto the target. It is a direct combat evolution of the Leleka 100 reconnaissance drone airframe, adapted for one-way attack missions. The Ram-2 measures approximately 1.45 meters in length with a 2.6-meter wingspan. Its maximum takeoff weight is approximately 9.8 kilograms. Propulsion is electric, giving it a quiet acoustic signature and reducing detectability. Payload capacity is 3 kilograms with interchangeable warheads, high explosive fragmentation for personnel or unarmored targets, heat-shaped charge for armored vehicles with penetration up to 200 mm RHA equivalent, thermobaric warhead for fortified positions. Launches from rail or tube-based portable launchers, often mounted on light vehicles. This allows rapid deployment near the front lines. Guidance is via GPS navigation for transit to the target area, with a real-time electro-optical and infrared camera feed to the operator for terminal control. The Ram-2 is manually piloted in its final dive, giving it impact accuracy within 2 to 3 meters, circular error probable. Performance endurance, approximately 55 minutes. Operational radius, approximately 30 kilometers from the launch site. Cruise speed, approximately 70 kilometers per hour. Operationally, Ram-2 loitering munitions have been credited with numerous frontline kills, including tanks, self-propelled artillery, and air defense systems. Ukrainian forces often launch multiple Ram-2s in coordinated strikes to saturate defenses and ensure at least one impact on high-value assets. UJ-25 Airborne. The UJ-25 Airborne is a Ukrainian fixed-wing multipurpose drone designed by UCAV for reconnaissance, bombing, and kamikaze missions. It has proven one of Ukraine's most reliable platforms for long-range one-way strikes deep into Russian territory. Physically, the UJ-25 has a wingspan of approximately 3 to 4 meters and weighs around 85 kilograms fully loaded. It is powered by a gasoline piston engine, giving it a cruise speed of 120 to 150 kilometers per hour. Payload capacity is up to 20 kilograms with common kamikaze configurations using high explosive fragmentation charges for infrastructure or soft targets, thermobaric or incendiary charges for fuel depots and supply hubs, improvised warheads such as multiple mortar shells for area damage. Launch is from catapult systems or short improvised runways. This versatility allows rapid relocation of launch points. Guidance combines GPS waypoint navigation with inertial navigation system for jam resistance. Some upgraded units incorporate optical terrain matching for precision even under GPS denial. Performance range up to 800 kilometers in one-way attack mode, less if configured for bombing and return. Endurance, multiple hours depending on payload and fuel load. Operationally, the UJ-25 has been used in deep strike missions targeting Russian oil depots, airfields, and military installations hundreds of kilometers from Ukraine. A notable case occurred in May 2023 when a UJ-25 carrying explosives reached the outskirts of Moscow before being downed, demonstrating its strategic reach. Moroz. The Moroz is a heavy Ukrainian kamikaze drone developed as a strategic deep strike platform. Comparable in concept to the Iranian Shahed 136, the Moroz offers greater payload flexibility and improved accuracy thanks to upgraded guidance systems. Physically, the Moroz is a large fixed-wing pusher propeller design. While exact public dimensions remain undisclosed, it falls into the 100-kilogram-plus class with a large fuel capacity for extended endurance. Payload capacity exceeds 40 kilograms, typically configured with high explosive fragmentation warheads for infrastructure destruction, thermobaric warheads for enclosed structures, penetrating or shaped charge warheads for hardened bunkers or bridges. Launch is from catapult or rocket-assisted rail systems, eliminating runway dependency. Guidance combines GPS and INS navigation for en route flight with optical object recognition or terrain-following flight for terminal precision. This allows it to operate in GPS-contested areas. Performance range exceeds 1,000 kilometers. Cruise speed estimated 150 to 200 kilometers per hour. Endurance, several hours. Operationally, the Moroz is reserved for high-priority strategic strikes, such as large bridges, air defense networks, or energy infrastructure located deep in Russian territory. Its long range and heavy warhead make it one of Ukraine's most destructive one-way attack drones. R-18, Octocopter. The R-18 is a Ukrainian-developed rotary-wing kamikaze drone created by the Aerorozvidka unit. It is designed for precision drops of anti-armor munitions directly onto enemy vehicles, artillery, or fortified positions, often at night. The R-18 uses an octocopter configuration powered by electric motors. Its design prioritizes lift capacity and stability, enabling accurate payload delivery from low altitude. Payload capacity is typically 2 RKG, 3 anti-tank grenades or shaped charge devices, each capable of penetrating the roof armor of tanks or armored personnel carriers. The drone can also carry improvised explosive devices for targeting artillery positions, bunkers, or trenches. Launch is vertical takeoff from any flat location, requiring no specialized launcher or runway. Guidance is manual via first-person view control, using optical and infrared cameras. This allows the operator to position the drone precisely over a target before releasing munitions. Performance range, approximately 4 kilometers. Flight endurance, approximately 40 minutes under load. Operational altitude, low-level flight to avoid detection. Operationally, the R-18 is most effective in night missions where its low noise signature and infrared targeting give it a tactical advantage. It has been credited with dozens of confirmed tank and artillery kills. UJ-25 Skyline. The UJ-25 Skyline is a Ukrainian long-range kamikaze drone developed for high-speed, long-distance strikes against strategic targets. Unlike most propeller-driven Ukrainian designs, the Skyline uses a jet engine, giving it a much faster transit speed and reduced exposure to air defenses. The UJ-25 has a sleek, missile-like airframe with swept wings and a V-tail. Although exact measurements are not publicly disclosed, it is smaller than cruise missiles but larger than portable loitering munitions. Payload capacity is around 10 kilograms, typically configured for high explosive fragmentation warheads for infrastructure strikes, penetrating warheads for hardened structures. Launch is from a ramp or rocket-assisted rail launcher due to the jet propulsion system. This allows rapid acceleration to operational speed. Guidance uses GPS and INS navigation for long-range flight, with potential optical terminal seekers for improved precision in the final approach. Performance range, approximately 800 kilometers. Cruise speed, approximately 600 kilometers per hour. Maximum speed, approximately 800 kilometers per hour. Operationally, the UJ-25 Skyline is intended for time-sensitive, high-value targets where speed reduces the enemy's reaction time. Initial combat use occurred in late 2023, and the type is expected to see broader deployment through 2025. Kazan BAT. The Kazan, Ukrainian for BAT, is a medium-range kamikaze drone designed for precision strikes against tactical targets such as artillery positions, radar systems, and logistics convoys. It balances moderate payload capacity with mobility and rapid deployment. The Kazan is a fixed-wing propeller-driven airframe, compact enough for transport and launch from concealed field positions. Payload capacity is generally 5 to 10 kilograms, typically configured for high explosive fragmentation warheads for unarmored vehicles and personnel, anti-radar or specialized charges for disabling electronic systems. Launch is from a portable catapult system, allowing fast deployment without a runway. Guidance is via GPS waypoint navigation with INS backup for jam resistance. Some units incorporate optical terminal guidance for increased accuracy. Performance range, approximately 300 kilometers. Cruise speed, approximately 120 to 150 kilometers per hour. Endurance, approximately 2 to 3 hours. Operationally, Kazan drones are used for targeted tactical strikes where medium-range precision is required. Their low radar signature and quick launch capability make them well-suited for opportunistic strikes on exposed assets. UJ-27 Airstrike Drone. The UJ-27 Airstrike Drone is a cost-optimized Ukrainian kamikaze platform designed for mass production and saturation attacks. It trades payload size and endurance for affordability and the ability to be fielded in large numbers. The UJ-27 is a fixed-wing propeller drone, lightweight and streamlined for efficient flight at moderate speeds. Payload capacity is a single large high-explosive warhead optimized for blast damage against concentrated targets such as troop gatherings, vehicle depots, or command posts. Launch is typically from catapult or vehicle-mounted rail systems, allowing multiple drones to be deployed quickly in succession. Guidance is GPS waypoint navigation with basic INS backup, suitable for reaching pre-planned targets. While not equipped with advanced optical seekers, its accuracy is sufficient for area targets. Performance range approximately 300 to 400 kilometers. Cruise speed approximately 120 to 150 kilometers per hour. Endurance approximately 2 to 3 hours. Operationally, the UJ-27 is most often deployed in waves of multiple units to overwhelm air defenses. By saturating interception capacity, it increases the chances of higher-value drones or missiles penetrating to their targets. UJ-30 Swift. The UJ-30 Swift is a short to medium-range high-speed kamikaze drone designed for time-sensitive strikes on mobile or quickly relocating targets such as artillery convoys, radar units, and supply trucks. The UJ-30 is a fixed-wing propeller aircraft with a streamlined airframe for higher speed compared to other drones in its class. Payload capacity is a smaller high-explosive warhead optimized for destroying vehicles, radar systems, or unarmored structures. Launch is from portable catapult systems or vehicle-mounted rails, enabling rapid deployment near the front. Guidance uses GPS navigation with operator control possible during the terminal phase for precision engagement of moving targets. Performance range approximately 150 to 200 kilometers. Cruise speed approximately 150 to 180 kilometers per hour. Endurance approximately 1 to 2 hours. Operationally, the UJ-30 Swift is used when reaction speed is critical. Its faster cruise velocity allows it to intercept or destroy high-value assets before they can reposition or be withdrawn to protected areas. UJ-31 Loitering Munition. The UJ-31 is a heavy loitering kamikaze drone designed for long-range precision strikes with extended on-station time. It builds on experience from earlier UJ series drones but increases both payload and loiter capability. The UJ-31 is a fixed-wing propeller drone with a reinforced airframe to support heavier loads and extended endurance. Payload capacity is up to 30 kilograms, with modular warhead options, high explosive fragmentation for infrastructure or area targets, penetrating warheads for hardened structures, thermobaric charges for maximum effect against enclosed facilities. Launches via catapult or vehicle-mounted rail systems, allowing flexibility in deployment. Guidance integrates GPS and INS navigation for long-range flight, with real-time electro-optical or infrared terminal control to enable precise targeting in the final dive. Performance range approximately 900 kilometers. Cruise speed approximately 120 to 150 kilometers per hour. Endurance, extended loiter capability, several hours. Operationally, the UJ-31 is used for strategic missions requiring persistent presence over the target area, waiting for an optimal strike opportunity against air defense systems, command posts, or high-value logistical assets. UJ-35 Heavy Kamikaze. The UJ-35 is a large, heavy payload kamikaze drone designed for strategic strikes on heavily fortified or high-value targets deep in enemy territory. It is one of the most powerful indigenous Ukrainian one-way attack platforms. The UJ-35 has a fixed-wing pusher propeller airframe with extended wingspan and reinforced fuselage to handle large payloads and long-endurance missions. Payload capacity is over 50 kilograms, configured with specialized warheads for specific missions. High explosive fragmentation for maximum blast radius. Penetrating warheads for hardened bunkers, aircraft shelters, or command centers. Thermobaric warheads for enclosed industrial or military complexes. Launches from catapult or rocket-assisted rail systems, often prepared in fixed launch positions for strategic operations. Guidance uses GPS and INS navigation with optical object recognition or terrain matching systems to ensure accuracy even in heavy GPS jamming environments. Performance range, more than 1,000 kilometers. Cruise speed, approximately 120 to 150 kilometers per hour. Endurance, several hours depending on payload. Operationally, the UJ-25 is deployed against hardened air defense nodes, strategic industrial facilities, and major command infrastructure where maximum explosive payload and long-range penetration are required. To see how every Special Forces unit plays its role, check out our deep dive into every Special Forces unit in the US military explained in detail.